Well, hello and welcome back to Minecraft on Iceberg, and you can see that I am in the, well, maybe you can't see, but obviously we started a time lapse with what will be the moving of our iron farm. I had initially gotten down the takedown of the old iron farm, and actually it's just the walls. It's still sitting over there, you can't see it, but it is still hanging out over there, and I reused those bricks to put together this farm here. This is a little bit of a amplification of a iron farm from Avomance. I've put the link in the description below to his farm, and his farm is just two-sided. So you just do one long stretch. I went ahead and added two other sides there, and it works out pretty well. I'm going to say this though. So I did this in another world just like as a test, and I feel like I'm missing something between these two kind of platforms here, and so I'm hoping that this works right. It should, but you know how that works with me typically. So yeah. So up here I have 4 zombies, and we'll need to move in our zombies and our villagers, and then this thing should be pretty much operational. But I got 4 iron zombies here, and they will go in the edges in minecarts, and then we'll drop in some villagers from the top in the slabs there. So I haven't put in any of the water or the lava yet. We'll go ahead and get that done soon, but I just thought I'd jump in and maybe put some of that on tape or whatever, be able to talk while I'm doing it. Again, pretty simple design here. Villagers get scared in there. Golem spawns somewhere on this platform, gets washed off by water to this platform, gets washed off by water into a lava blade that will be in the middle there. So, and that happens on all 4 sides, and the villager pods are far enough away from each other and from spawning platforms that they will not see the other iron golems when they try and spawn. So we should be operating at a pretty efficient level here with this farm. Now, the other thing I've been working on is some terrain around the base, and I'm just trying to kind of outline things in Netherrack right now to give myself a sense of where I need to go and what I need to do. So this is going to be a long and ongoing project, and you'll see just parts of it pop up as we go, because this is something that I can work on when I don't need to have the voice recording and things like that. So this will be something I can work on a longer range basis, and so what we're going to see here is basically a cutout in sort of a larger mountain or hill at least that we've nestled the base back into, and so we're going to see a lot of stone and things like that inside the base here, some moss and sort of that kind of thing, a cliff on the back side there. We're probably going to see some cliffs off towards the left side where we're towards the ocean, so we'll see a beach area kind of come in here, and then some shoreside cliffs on the left, and then over here on the right it's probably going to be a little bit more of a lush mountainside, so we'll see more grass and greenery over here, and do some landscaping. So it's going to look very different eventually it'll look very different, but it is going to take time. And really, before I get started on that, I really just wanted to kind of outline it out and get myself a good idea of where I was thinking things would go, because I do need to get the base done and built up prior to really starting that part in earnest. And that's mostly just because I need to see the height of the base to figure out how tall this hill or mountain is going to be. Up here, I noticed that a bunch of our mangrove is gone. I don't know where it's at, so that's kind of a bummer. But then down here, I'll show you, we do have all of our librarian villagers in place. Now, they don't have professions, but we do have them in place. And then over here, we're getting ready for our cartographers. So we've got 2 of them already. We've got room for 10 more. And then on the back side here, we'll do whatever we want to do. And I'm realizing that everything is pushed back 1. I actually need 2 spaces. So I'm going to have to move these guys up a block. because I come here and I need 2 spaces. Ah, darn. Okay, so those guys are going to have to shift up 1, and that's all right. I'll take care of that real quickly. Yeah, so we're ready for them. So I'm going to start working on, I need to start working on cartographers and stonemasons, because the rest of the base is going to be dependent on our quartz needs, some quartz needs. So I'm going to have to get some quartz and kind of build up the top of the base before I start on the landscaping. First things first, though, I think we're going to go ahead and get the iron farm running again and kind of troubleshoot some stuff. Obviously, on the backside there, I've got some more landscaping to do. Otherwise, we'll have golems spawning there. Obviously, that spot right there is going to be an issue. We'll need to carpet that, take care of anything along the cliff side that would be an issue as well. So I think we're going to go ahead and get that done first. And then we'll get started on our stonemasons.
Hey, and the iron farm is up and running. Oh, there goes a little dude right now. And we're getting them from all 4. We've got things, I think, dug out far enough and back enough and everything that we are getting all of our spawns on those little platforms, and then they're going in there. Now, I don't have any collection system here right now, which is maybe a little mistake. But I do need to get that done because I'm pretty sure there's plenty of stuff in there waiting to be collected. In fact, yeah, maybe not as much as I think because, you know, well, it's just not hanging out. But that's okay. So I've also done this. And, yeah, it's kind of actually what I wanted. So I'm pretty happy with this right now. One space over here that we are getting done with in terms of the landscaping, and just kind of been plugging away at it bit by bit, little by little, and it's really kind of turned out to be what I want it to be. And you can see that I'm working on the grass over here where this big mountain is going to eventually be, which I'm pretty excited about. I think it's turning out to be kind of exactly what I was hoping for. I just hope that I can get all the lines right on both sides and everything. I don't know. It's looking good, but I still, before we really get into the main part of building this hill or mountain or whatever that's going on behind here, is I still want to make sure that I get the top of the base done, which then means that we need all of our stonemasons, and believe it or not, they are all in here. We've got all of our villagers. Oh, I'm missing 3, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nearly all of our villagers are in here in this section. We've got all of our librarians over here. Those are all going to be librarians as well. A whole mess of cartographers and a whole mess of stonemasons here for emerald farming. Well, this side is for emerald farming. We'll have a bunch of glass trades from the librarians, and then we'll come over here and we'll trade with panes. And then we'll be able to come over here and we'll buy eventually. Now, I don't have any of these guys leveled up yet, but we will be able to buy all of the quartz that we need from these guys over here. Well, here's part of the problem, though, now, at this point, and we'll explain what's about to happen. So these 2 guys down here have been converted about 4 times, twice on purpose, once, no, let's see here, 3 times, twice on purpose, once on accident, and their price went down to 1 pane for 1 emerald, and after the last time that I cured them, it went back up to 6 panes per emerald, which is not what we want. We want 1 pane per emerald. So I'm going to have to get those guys zombified and cured again. This guy has not been cured. This guy has not been. None of these guys have been zombified and cured. I brought them straight up here because I have a plan to make the zombification happen up here. I was thinking, oh, I can wait to zombify them because I'll just do all my trading and I'll build the base up and then I'll deal with the zombifying. The problem is I can't get these prices low enough. So even with all of my glass trades and everything over here being low, I can't get enough glass panes for me to actually recoup and earn more emeralds on trades than for what I need. Than what I'm spending on glass over here, I'm not getting enough glass to make enough emeralds when I trade, and so I'm actually still losing emeralds on the whole deal, which is ridiculous. So then I went, oh, man, how am I going to get more emeralds? That's when I remembered that just over here we have ourselves a pillager outpost, and we could maybe leverage this to get some raids going and get ourselves plenty of emeralds, but that would really require a decent raid farm. Well, guess what? I think it might be just about time for us to go ahead and build a decent raid farm. Have it, ianxofour's stackable raid farm. I am very excited about this. I am ready to give it a test run. Everybody is where they should be. We've got our 5 villagers in their places, and we've got everything built up. So we are just going to run right over here to the pillager outpost. I have decked out a sword here, looting 3, mending, unbreaking 3, sharpness 5, and sweeping edge 3. And let's see if we can find a banner pillager over here. And I do not see one. That is unfortunate. So we may need to fly away and come back here in a second. See if we can find one. None there, so let's try again. Hopefully I got far enough away that they despawned and are respawning, and still don't see anybody. So let's just get rid of some pillagers, I guess, maybe, huh? See what we can do in terms of getting ourselves a banner guy, a leader, or whatever they're called. I don't remember. And it is not going well. So we may just fly out again and come back until we get one. And there is one right there. Excellent. Let's go ahead and dive in and get ourselves, what is this ominous whatever? Omen. Omen is what it is. It's ominous banner. It's an ominous banner, but we just picked up Omen. All right, we fly over to the raid farm now that we have Omen. And the entrance is over here on the right-hand side near the blue flame. So we're just going to fly right in here, squat down, and get over the top of this armor stand, and we'll start swiping here. Here it comes. The raids are above us. The folks are falling in. We've picked up a little bit of XP there. Oh, and a crossbow has hit our hotbar. Why aren't I hearing any more raids? Huh. Interesting. So I got like one raid out of that, and that's it? Not even one. Like, I got one... We got like one, one wave of a raid even. We didn't even get a whole raid out of that, I don't think. All right, well, let's go see if we can find another banner and give it another shot. There we go, another banner guy. Let's go ahead and take care of business here. There we go, and fly out to the farm. Hopefully it works this time, and we actually continue to get raids while we're out here, as opposed to the, like, one wave that it appears that we got last time. So, go ahead and get in here. It feels like we're not getting anything this time. Oh, there we go. Heard it. There we go. All right. I don't know what that sort of delay was there. But now we seem to be working. Although I don't see the raid bar at the top. There, okay, there it is. Yes, this is awesome. And there we got another bad omen, and so everything restarts. Oh my goodness, this is a crazy farm, and I love it. We are going to have all the emeralds we need to go trade with our quartz deals that we need, which is really exciting. This is pretty cool. Now, my understanding, to get out of the farm, we just crouch out here and then fly away so that everything despawns. So we'll get a ways out here and use a couple rockets to get out there quickly. We do still have Hero of the Village there. I shudder to think what my what things might look like if we head over to the base right now with all of our villagers there. So again, I've run the farm just a little bit before that clip to make sure that it was running, which is why I was kind of surprised that it wasn't working the first time, because I had already tested it and it had done just fine. So what we're going to see here in the storage unit is not just those few minutes that I was just running it, but also maybe a minute or two prior. So here we go. You can see all of the emeralds that we've received from just less than 5 minutes. This is less than 5 minutes of time. Plus this chest and this chest are all the emeralds. We've got a chest for some redstone, and then a chest for this is supposed to be gunpowder only. So how is the other stuff getting in there? Oh, I bet I know what happened. I bet we're good. And then over here is a catch-all chest for everything else, and just see, I bet that's what happened. So I was in here cleaning some stuff out, and yeah, look at all of the totems that we've got already. This farm is awesome. That's really all I can say. This farm is awesome. It is one of my favorites so far that I've built. And I have to say this again, watching the tutorial video on how to build it, I am just incredibly impressed with the way that people can figure out what this game does and then make it do something awesome. It is just really cool to me. If you watch ianxofour's video, he goes through the explanation of why this farm works the way it works, and it's pretty incredible. You know, the manipulation of the mechanics that happen are just really incredible to me, and I am very impressed with what he was able to do. So yeah, it's awesome. Once again, not necessarily the video I thought I was going to make today or these couple of weeks, but certainly one that is helpful, beneficial, and going to serve us well throughout the rest of the series. This was a lot of fun to make. Like I said, I really enjoyed watching the tutorial video and going, oh wow, those mechanics and then the use of the mechanics in this really creative way just really impressed me. And this is a great farm. So I would highly recommend, if you don't already have a raid farm, heck, if you do have a raid farm in your world, I would highly recommend that you go take a look at ianxofour's. This was a lot of fun to build. I really did enjoy it. Obviously, the iron farm got finished up today as well, in this video as well, and we started the landscaping here. I am excited with this huge emerald collection that we can have now to get our stonemasons up and running. That will be the next kind of task here, is to get all of our stonemasons up to their quartz trades, see what kind of quartz we're getting, and start to kind of build out the last parts of the base here. Certainly the interior is going to continue to have work that needs to be done on it, but at least we can get the exterior up. We can see how it's going to fit into the landscape around here, and we can continue to work then on the landscape around here, which I think is going to be a little bit of fun for me as well. I've been enjoying kind of building this cliff and trying to make it look kind of natural, and lots of detail work to do there, but right now just out of stone, and I think that's going to be okay for right now. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to continuing to build this out over the next couple of weeks and just see where we end up. Until next time, I am Niceberg. I will see ya.